in terms of my farming philosophy is it's very much ecosystem-based and land stewardship-based. To imagine farming without nature right side by side you is something I'm not interested in. My name is John Wepking. I work for a farmer named Paul Bickford, and we have about 900 acres of organic crops.
We met cooking at a restaurant in New York called Prune. We started having lunch dates, and then they turned into real dates.
But at some point, a switch flipped for, I think, both of us, and luckily for us, it happened about the same time, where the idea of spending your whole life on a single piece of land went from really scary to really thrilling.
For a number of years, I've been trying to hire an individual to assist in the cropping work, and I wanted somebody that could really think. And so I ran an ad and it caught their eye.
It was a lucky circumstance. Young people that are interested in farming and farmers that are looking to retire really struggle to find the right person. The young farmers like us, we don't have the money to go into a bank and get an ag loan to buy a farm from a retiring farmer.
It almost seems like if you're not born of a farmer, you can't be a farmer. I could adopt John and he could be my son, but we're working on a series of business relationships here that will allow him then to eventually buy in and buy me out and provide for my retirement, no different than if it was a birthright individual. John's a quick learner. You know, it was a little rusty for a while, but he's really showed his worth now after about a year. We've totally revamped the cropping rotation and marketing and the development of strategic growth plans. Having been on our farm just a couple months last year, suggested that we start planting wheat. And I had never planted wheat. And he researched, he knew. So we changed our cropping program a little bit, had some tremendously good wheat yields on some very, very old varieties that will now bring, pretty good returns back in the marketplace.
You know, there's a perception that farmers drive tractors and that's all that they do. It's not just driving a tractor. It's understanding biology, ecology. You have to be smart. You have to be knowledgeable about economics, politics. Everything is really important in this career. It's a very all-encompassing and very rewarding thing to do.
There's a lot of young people that are really interested in growing produce and doing farmstead scale creameries and making really good cheese, and that stuff's amazing. And growing wheat and a lot of these milling grains is not super sexy, but I think it's a great life, and I wish more young farmers were interested in this type of farming.
You can have a huge impact in the choices that you make in the way that the land is cared for. And so for me, this is the most valuable work. This is the best way that I can be an environmentalist. This is the best way that I can be a member of this country.